ageism is a bias toward people based on their age. And it's pervasive, and you see it play out every day. We're in Florida, an older state, a lot of long-term care facilities. We know that COVID tends to, be transmitted from person to person when you have high population density, which long-term care does. It increases the risk. If we're worried about older people in our family or in our life, we can mention that. We can admit we're worried, we're trying to help and not sure what we should be doing. What often doesn't get talked about is it may be more important how we listen to people than what we tell them. I'd strongly recommend we allow the older person to have a voice and a say and really hear what they're really dealing with and how they're coping before we make any judgments. And I think if we listen and get a feel for where they really are and how they're coping, certainly in conditions like these, that can inform how we talk to them and vice versa. Elder speak is the equivalent of baby talk, usually directed toward older people. I think the intentions are often actually kind-hearted, meaning trying to be respectful or even warm. But in fact, it can be taken differently and be offensive. There tend to be a lot of negative stereotypes toward the aged. They come to mind immediately, often about cognition and memory and thinking. But the truth is, there's a lot of data now showing wisdom really does increase over time, and the ability to handle complex decision-making, which we're sort of facing as a country right now, or as a world, they tend to have more perspective that's been accumulating over time to sort of consider all the different factors that may be relevant when making decisions. And we do well to learn from that. Older people aren't one type of person. Every older person is going to be a little bit different, and every family is going to be a little bit different. But the purpose in life really does become more and more important, I think, as you get older. Purpose really can be life or death. And I think there's a recent study showing that purpose, life purpose perceived by the person, the older person, is actually linked with a longer life. So the more purpose you feel you have, the longer you tend to live, controlling for other factors. Older people have lived through war and a much poorer, economically status in general than most of us now. So they've seen a lot, and I think we'd be humbled a bit if we can hear that, but it might teach us. The more we can treat people who are older the same way we feel we would want to be treated at any age, really, the better.